something that I had to fix on the van that was caused by a stick like this. This is not the actual stick. This is just kind of a representation, you know. Close as I could find. It's about the same size as what I ran over. I didn't think anything of it. You know, I was running over a stick. It was, what's it going to do to my big van, you know. Well, the tire ran over it this way. Kicked it up like that. This end right here tilted upwards and jammed in right here. Okay, this is in park. This is the transmission, the selector lever. Okay, this was in drive, which is down this way. Okay, the stick, you can see pieces of it right here that kind of jammed into the pan. Luckily that is not leaking. There's a piece right here. Okay, it bent this out. And it bent it against this switch right here. And it made it hard to turn. And also, I got home. When I got home and was ready to park, grabbed the shifter, pushed it up into park. It was very hard to move to go up into park. Instead of just like that, I had to actually shove it up into park. And the next day at church, or when I went to church, of course, you know, threw it in drive, driving along, revved up, shifted, revved up, revved up, revved up, kept on revving. I got up about, I don't know, 40, 45, and it was revving pretty good, and I thought, well, why ain't it shifting into third? I grabbed a hold of the shifter, and I was going to just put it up into neutral and then put it back into drive. Put it up into neutral, and it shifted into third. So that was drive. So I actually had it in second. Okay, you know, that's kind of messed up, and it kind of got me worrying, because if that was drive, then that was neutral. Reverse was right here. And then it kind of come to question, is it really going into park? So when I parked at church, put it up into park here, I hit my emergency brake, of course, so it wouldn't roll off. Okay, so when I got back home, I went in and I got out of my church clothes, come out here, and got to looking at this lever, which that goes up to the shifter. And of course, this rod connects to this linkage, which is my transmission selector. There's the switch. Okay, since it was bent over against this switch and it was pinning it right there, that's where I was getting my resistance from. So I bent this back out with a pair of vice grips. Only thing I kind of had handy. I didn't feel like rummaging through my tools. Then over here on this side, this nut, which is the shifter adjustment, had slid up to about here. Okay, which means that it changes the position of the shifter lever. Well, I looked and there were witness marks right here. So I just loosened it up. Of course, I had it chalked, had the emergency brake on, making sure that I wasn't going to get run over. But I moved this back to where the witness marks was, tightened it back up, and now everything is fine. So what I'm saying is, a stick like this, this end right here jamming into that, it could have been a lot worse. Actually, there's fuel lines up in there and everything. So what I'm saying is, if you're driving and you see a stick and it's laying where it can fly up into your vehicle, try to avoid it if you can. And if it does do something like that, or if your transmission starts shifting funny, you can do that little adjustment and maybe it might help. Well, hope that helps you. Thank you for watching, and that's going to be about it for the day.